What is Blake and Mouton's leadership model, also known as the managerial grid or management grid? Well, generally, this is a model that focuses on a leader's style, and it identifies four separate styles that a leader might follow in managing people based upon whether they have a people focus or a productivity focus, or to what degree these interact or intermingle. Now, the model identifies, once again, a low to high scale. Generally, it's a 9-part scale on each axis, and there's a third axis there that identifies the level of motivation of the individual employees to characterize, once again, in which scenario a particular leadership style is going to be more effective, or the output of employees based upon this type of motivational style. So to break this down a little bit further, let's focus first on each axis. So if you have a concern for production, you're focused primarily on the output of the organization. So this is on the x-axis or the horizontal axis. On the other end, a people focus is more concerned on the individual's well-being, the culture of the organization, things of that nature. That's y-axis. And then within this, intermingled within these, is a level of motivation. Once again, the extent to which managers use negative or positive motivation to influence employees. Negative would be fear, positive would be driven by reward or fulfilling whatever desires they might have. Now, with that being said, within this grid, based upon whether there's a high level or a low level of production focus or individual or person focus, it came up with 5 distinct leadership styles. The first being country club, which is high focus on the individual, low focus on task performance. Team management, which is a high focus on both. This tends to produce the highest level of results because it's very supportive, but also at the same time focuses on output. Task focus tends to have high performance or output in the short run, but in the long run, it's very hard on employees. It's not a very positive environment. You get attrition, that type of thing. So overall production suffers in the long run because it's very hard on employees. Impoverished is where you have very little effort for fostering the individual or the task or function. This is in very low performing managers and low performing environments. The level of motivation there is almost non-existent because there's no buy-in by the managers, there's no buy-in by the employees, so very low performance level. And then middle of the road is moderate level of commitment to the organization, moderate level of commitment to the people, the processes, the output. So once again, you'll find this located in the middle of the chart based upon the level of concern versus level of people. But the importance of this model is understanding the interaction of 2 primary factors: focus on production, focus on people, with regard to what type of leadership model that individual leaders or managers are pursuing in the organization, and what level of effect or motivational output is that having with regard to production and the well-being of the individual.